Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 30 base. Blue down. Watch it. Check 13. Hard. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Locke taking the snap at 1. He's got this complete to Hamilton. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go! Let's go!
Locke now to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many. Ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Ready?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it to Henry. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking to throw. Eason. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready? Hey, box drop.
Off the play fake. Eason eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Airing it out for Hamilton. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Showing it. Check 99. Check 99. Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
15 line. Get ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jeffrey Simmons showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Leo. Hey. Check. Fresno.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Locke will try to sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check 52. Deuce. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hard.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
You're out. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, rock it. Rock it.
Block now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Go. Check out.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Eason. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Check 50, check 50. Under 10, under 10, 10. Gone. 5.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Bang, bang. Recon, 132 fighter. Hatchet. Big ass. Tighten up.
49, check 49.
Check 3. Hey, Sam on.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Locke now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 80 weapon. Watch out. Watch out. Switch. Check.
Here's Locke to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That one into the hands of Hamilton. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The final shot before break. Eason. His throw incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Henry. And an alley to run. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, QB, come on. Chance. Hey, watch it. Watch twist. Hey. 25, check 25.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, orbit.
Off play action. Eason. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Henry. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions.
Derrick Henry all alone and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Ready?
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Go now. 50, plant. Bravo.
Pull it together.
Now.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Alpha. On 2.
Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Hey, echo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He spins free. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Sponge! No! Kill!
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Switch!
Check. Look at me. Go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing now is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check 52. Ready.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Locke now on 1st down. Open man here is Hamilton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Ready? 30 base.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Back. Greystone travel.
Check three. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Check 24. Check 24. Check 50. Check 50. Under 10. 10.
Coaching spill.
Bang.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, lock it. 5.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
51's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check 3.
5.
Lock to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Watch out.
Rock it.
Check. Crunch. Alert 3. Alert flare. Check.
He'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there in the final minute, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Leo. Hey, exit.
Mike, bye.
Go.
To throw is Locke. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game.